Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? Hold on just a second. I'm still trying to get my computer to get on so that I can read your comments. Hey, Neil. Hey, Elaine. Hey, old lady O. Hey, BP. Hey, Connie. How are y'all? How's the weather? It sucks here. It's been pouring down rain all day. All day. I had to go to the grocery store and pick up a couple of items, and I got soaked. So I look like a drenched rat. waiting on my computer to say it's ready. I don't know why this thing is so slow. There it goes. There it goes. Hey, Tiffany. How are you? Congratulations on your 3K. Hey, Robin. Hey, Jesse. All right. Okay. I'm trying to give you a better view over here of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna craft first, and then we'll go in the kitchen and we'll get to cooking. So I got my chat up. I can see you guys now on my laptop as I do my work here. All right. So, uh-oh, I don't want to bump this around too much, but okay. So we're gonna craft first, and so I got these from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to try a new, well, it's new to me, uh, painting with tinted Mod Podge to give it that like sea glass effect. And I need something to go on my tray over here. So, hey, Bud Files. Hey, Creative Beauty. How are you? Good to see you. So we're going to use Mod Podge and food coloring to tint. And I'm going to try two different ways because I want a pink color and I want a red color. So from what research I have done, you tint it with a couple drops of the food coloring to get a lighter color, and the more food coloring you put, the deeper the color. So I'm hoping that I can get it to go red. So we'll see. Okay, Robin. Hey, Dot. You and Elaine crack me up. Y'all are hilarious. I just really enjoy watching y'all. Y'all are so cute. Okay, so one of these I'm going to do like a pink color, and the other one I'm going to shoot for a red color. So I've got red food coloring, and I'm going to add 2 drops. 2 drops to see what color we get, because we may end up with red the first time. We'll see. Has anybody used food coloring in Mod Podge before to make the sea glass color? Hey, Florida Mama Bear, how are you? And I'm going to try not to hit this tripod in the process. So it's just Mod Podge and food coloring. Oh, and I want to leave a spot open, so I was going to use these red hearts to give me a block. I don't know if it'll work because these are so textured, but we're going to try. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. So today is just full of experimental fun. I'm going to do all 4 sides. Almost forgot that I wanted to do this part. My fingers aren't working. What's everyone up to today? I know Elaine was crafting. Hi, honey boo. Making some Valentine Day or inspired salt and pepper shakers from Dollar Tree. My fingers. So I put these on to give me some areas. I'm hoping that it'll keep it clean. You got some mica powder to try with my. I have some of that too. I didn't think about. I didn't think about trying that. That's cool. Maybe we'll have to try that together. Florida Bear, Florida Mama Bear. If I can get your name out right, Florida Mama Bear. Maybe we should try it together. So I'm just gonna paint, and it probably will take 2 coats. And this does look like it's gonna come out red. That's okay. We'll see when it dries if it's more red or if it's pink. So again, it's just Mod Podge and food coloring. Anybody have any fun weekend plans? Is the weather improving where we can have plans again? You hear my dogs in the background. What are you doing, Dora? My dog's acting funny over here. Weird. Okay. And see the color? I don't know. That is kind of pink, isn't it? I'm gonna let that one dry. Get some more of these hearts out. The pretty shade. You work tomorrow. Yeah, I know. What you up to, Robin? Are you at work today? Are you home? You may already be home from work. I stay safe at home. Too many idiots driving out there. Some moron shot a repo man today, not far. Oh, that's not good. I like to stay home too. I wish I could be home more often. I don't like it out there. It's scary. People are nuts. People are nuts. One more. Robin's home now. Good. How are you, Neil? Are you working? You're probably at work, aren't you? Okay. All right. So I'm going to put a little. Shoot. I didn't think about this. I'll put some of this. I want to leave this shade because I need to do another coat on this first one. So I'm just going to put a little in here and add 2 more drops to see if we can make it darker. As you can see from the bottom, I don't know, can you see inside there? Can you see the color? All right, so hopefully this will be a little darker. I think so. You're waiting to clock in? What are you waiting on? Is it not time yet? Or are you stalling? This will be really cool if it turns out. I didn't want to paint them solid red though. Just a hint. Some of that. I love that sea glass stuff. It's so pretty. So that's kind of what the effect I'm going for here. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Don't forget, Kelly's doing the craft challenge tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. She's been working hard. And I've seen a glimpse of some of the of the craft challenges that y'all have done, and they are awesome. Everyone is so creative in so many different ways. It's amazing. It blows me away. Every challenge, it's like, wow. There's so many creative ways in doing things, and just the way that just 5 items can be used in so many different ways. It blows me away every time. So I'm excited for tonight. And I can't wait to hang out with you guys. Huh. I think that's pretty pink. What do you guys think? Can you see it? Looks a little more pink in real life. Hey Chris, how are you? I'm gonna go back. I'm getting that darker pink off this, or darker red. I'm gonna go in with another coat. I think Mod Podge pretty much levels itself out, so I'm not real worried about any freaky lines. Besides, that's just texture anyway. Hey Colette, how are you? Welcome in. Thanks for coming. Hope everyone's doing well. I know we're all tired of hearing about it, but I know we have been dealing with some Mother Nature bipolarness, and everybody's kind of got some freaky weather stuff going on. It was always good to check in with everybody, make sure everybody's doing okay. get this top real good. I don't want to paint the silver lid, but I do want to get that lip really good. Get up against the parts. That one. Go ahead and brush this again. I've got some red and white twine over here that I think that I'll add around the lids just to give it an extra oomph. It's the sun. It's been throwing. See, oh, see, here you come with that top that I don't understand. Mr. Red's my prepared person. He tells me what's going on and what we need to do. That's all I need to know. Okay, one more side. Crocheting and watching weather bipolar. Yes. We got wind and maybe we will be neighbors when it's they're gonna blow you all the way over here. They might. We've just had thunderstorms today. It rained yesterday, um, late afternoon, and then it hasn't stopped. But today it's actually actual thunderstorms. It was lightning. I was starting to wonder if it was going to stop where I could actually get on here. I didn't want it to knock me off right in the middle. Hitting like the share button. I appreciate it. Thank you, Florida Mama Bear, for popping that out there. Y'all get ready to stand with Texas. Oh boy. Who knows what's fixing to happen with that? Okay, we're gonna let those dry. We are 58 degrees and some rain. I've been mopping my kitchen. Yeah, the rain is always fun, especially when you have animals that have to go out in it. As mine come in and make a mess. Up on my pieces over here. I don't have a dryer. I have an hair dryer, but I think it's out in the car from when I was at work last week. I hadn't brought it back in. We're gonna let these dry. And then make. I've got these from the Dollar Tree. I like the black and the white and the red and white. Now I'm gonna maybe see about making a bow. What? Oh, emerald. Ooh, made it too big. Yeah. My mom keeps a small towel at the door to clean feet of her little dogs. Oh, that's a good. Mr. Red, I've already been cleaning it up all day. Every time they go out and come back in. Oh, what are my scissors? Just a simple little little bow to jazz them up a little bit. Toss some of this extra. That one on that. I think I'm going to put salt in the pink and pepper in the black. So I'm going to make the black for the pepper. Easily tell. You used the hair dryer to melt the snow last week. No, I didn't go out in it. Just in the garage. Hey, Tiffany. My kids just came in from school, so I'm giving them a chance to go in and make a snack before I go in there and start cooking. I've got we're gonna make a white cheese sauce enchilada, and we're gonna make a blueberry cheese monkey bread. That this is the test run. We're gonna see how it comes out. I've been doing different powders for different flavors, but I've never actually put anything new or anything different besides just the biscuit. So it's going to be an experiment. So we're doing cheesy chicken enchiladas for our dinner. We're going to make a blueberry cheese monkey bread for dessert. And we're going to do our sourdough starter. And that it's all the enchiladas I've done, but the rest is the first. You've seen on a short someone used a yard blower to blow off the that's smart. I would think that that would work just fine. Okay. All right. So here that needs to get washed. Let me turn my hot glue gun on because I didn't do that. Pick up my trash. Good, no cornbread or pineapple. I don't always use cornbread or pineapple, Neil. One time, and you never let me live it down. Now I'm forever judged. You will forever judge me for that. I'm gonna blow on. Think that's helping. Maybe by the time we're done cooking, it'll be ready to peel the hearts off and see if it worked. But I think it's pretty cool. It's not dry, but I can see where it is starting to dry right in here. Where did my trash? There we go. Give these a minute and my kids a minute to finish up in the kitchen and we'll head on in there. I've got my chicken cooked already. So I'm going to show you an easy way to shred up your chicken. And then we're going to assemble the enchiladas. We're going to make the cheese sauce to go on top. And then we'll throw together our monkey bread. I'm hungry just thinking about it. Just a dab. Oh, I think I put it on the wrong one. Oh well. I guess the pepper will go in the pink one. Ah! I pulled it right back off trying to get that glue string. You need an easy way to shred your chicken? Well, I got you. All you need is a hand mixer and a good bowl. Glue strings. Oh, they drive me crazy. Guess I peel this off. It did. It worked a little bit. It worked a little bit. I'm going to let the rest of them dry. I don't want to mess them up. I just did the one on the back because you won't really see it. It needs to dry. It needs to dry before I pull it off. And I unplugged my glue pen when I was messing with it. Okay. All right. Are y'all ready to do some cooking? We're going to let these dry and we'll go in the kitchen. So let's take a, it's a funny looking starter. A cheese grater. I don't know. Maybe. We'll try it. All right. Brief intermission. Okay, and we're back. So I have 3 chicken breasts in my bowl, boneless, skinless chicken breasts here in my bowl. Let me see. I can't see your comments now, but I want y'all to have a good view. Okay. So I have 3 chicken breasts that I cooked, and I have my hand mixer and just beaters. If y'all hear the water, my dishwasher is going, so I apologize. I don't have the great time frame type of stuff. I just get it done when I get done. Okay, so you're gonna just stick your hand mixer in and kind of break it up at first. Dab it down, kind of break them up in chunks a little bit, and then turn it on. Oh, that piece got caught. And just shred it up. Probably should use a bigger bowl than I did. But you get the idea. It's a great way to shred your chicken up for soup, stew, anything that, chicken pot pies, anything you want to use shredded chicken in. It shreds it. Just that easy. Hey, Jessica. How are you? That's that. Easy peasy. That took me all of less than a minute. Okay. All right. So we're going to mix with our chicken a fajita seasoning mix packet. You can use whatever seasoning you want. I'm quick and easy when it comes to dinner time meals with my family. So easy is better for me. You go ahead and use a seasoning of your choice, what you like. We're going to dump in our red enchilada sauce. And about a quarter of green chilies. I'm going to use the remaining of that in our cheese sauce. So give that a good mix. Try not to spill it all out of the bowl. Add in some dried chives. Measure with your heart. When it comes to a recipe and seasoning, you should always measure with your heart. Okay, let's get some cheese. Got a mix of some Kobe and some mozzarella. I'll glance over and check chat in just a moment. Sorry, I'm missing the chat, but I want y'all to have a good view. I'm looking into another camera so that I can move it around and place it in the areas that are sorry. The dogs hear any kind of noise outside and they go off. But I want to, yeah, I'm looking into another camera so that I can have one like facing down. Okay, so got my cast iron. Give me some paper towels over there. We're going to grease it real good. In my pan that I cooked my chicken, I added a whole stick of butter right after the chicken. Didn't clean it. I wanted all those flavor bits left in there. So right after you cook your chicken, put it in a bowl, put some saran wrap over it, let it steam. Makes it easier to shred up also. Close the window. Oh, all right. So in my cast iron, I'm going to take and fill up flour tortillas. You could use corn if that's your preference. I like corn personally. My kids do not. So anyways, the butter is in here, and that's what we're going to make our cheese sauce with. So we get it squeezed out so that maybe I can make these with the same amount of chicken. So 1/4 of a cup is this measuring, and I think that's just about perfect. Just gonna put that in there. We're gonna roll them up, put them in pan. You can use a casserole dish. I just wanted to try cast iron. I'm seeing a lot of cooking going on in the cast iron, and I love the cast iron skillet, but some of these things I've never thought about doing. So that's why I'm doing a whole lot more baking and cooking in that right now. Just fill it up, tuck this under, and roll it, and then put that fold down on the bottom of the pan. Rolling it. And I got a pack of 20 flour tortillas. You buy what you want. I guess these are a little bit smaller than what the taco size are. 26 ounce of the small flour tortillas. They said you can use corn if that's your preference. Make it how you like it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Eight. 9. 10. Let me grab my other cast iron. Set this over here. I'll get this one greased up. This is just lard. I just coat it really well in the lard. All right, so if I fit 10 in that one, surely I can fit 10 in this one, or at least the amount of chicken I have left. $11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like 15. 15 out of three good sized chicken breasts. Oh, so not bad. We're a family of 5, so that would make 3 enchiladas each, which I probably won't eat 3. My son, Mr. Red, will probably eat 3, and my girls will probably eat just 1 or 2. So there'll be leftovers. Leftovers are always nice, especially when they come in the next day from school and they're just starving to death because, gosh, they just don't get enough. Set this over here. Hola, Maritza. Hey, ABD. Hey, Angela. Sorry, I'm missing all the comments. Let me go back up. I'm not missing anyone new coming in. Maritza, ABD, and Angela. That's all the new people I see, as far as I can go back. Okay. All right. So there's that. Gonna move you up. We're gonna start our cheese sauce. Okay. So like I said, this was the pan I used for the chicken. I threw a stick of butter in while the pan was still hot and let it melt. So I'm going to turn that back up and get that butter heated again. Once we get that butter heated going, we're going to add in some flour. Like I said, this is a cheese sauce to go on a white cheese sauce to go on top of our enchiladas. We're going to get that going. That oil. I'll start kind of working those bits up. We want all that flavor to go in our cheese sauce. Little bits of flavoring. Let's get that heated. What's going on? Get that heating going. This is not my best pan. The other week, my good skillet was on the stove and it had some oil in it. We were trying to let it cool before we dumped it out, and my dogs jumped on the counter and flipped it over, and I have tile flooring, and it bent. I mean, it looked like a football. I don't understand how that happened, but I was very upset because that was my good pan. Whew. It is so hot and muggy today. All this rain. All right, our oil's starting to bubble. We're gonna add, let me see, where's my measuring? We're gonna start with about four, maybe 3 tablespoons of flour. That's 2, and I'm just gonna do a little, about half. We'll see how that turns because we do have 2 pans of enchiladas to cover now. So we're gonna cook that flour real good. I think we're gonna need probably another 2. It's still pretty loose. Oop. All right, so we're looking at about 6 now with an extra sploosh of flour that happened. You want that flour to cook. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oven on. We're gonna go at 350. Since we're not preheating the cast iron. All right, the rest of those green chilies, throw those in. Gonna go in with some milk. Now, as you pour this milk, you need to be ready to stir because it gets thick really fast. Stir and get all those bits up off the bottom of the pan and on the side. See how thick that's gotten already? Just as you would do like a gravy, except for we didn't use any bacon fat or sausage fat or anything like that. We just used butter. That flour needs time to cook, so set that over there because we'll probably need a little more. Okay, now we're going to go in and throw in, besides the little handful I took out, this is a pound of mozzarella cheese. Probably going to do about 3/4 of a bag. Let's see how that does. Let that get melted. If you don't, if you don't use the pan you cook your chicken in, it would be white, but I like the flavor that it gives. Hey, Billy Bob. I'm just glancing over. It's starting to melt. So in our chicken mix, it was the shredded chicken, a packet of fajita seasoning, a jar or a can of the red enchilada sauce. You could use green if that's your preference. A little bit of cheese. I use a little Kobe, a little mozzarella. I use a little more milk. A little green chili in our chicken mix, and then we just rolled it in flour tortillas. and put it in our pan. I'm using cast iron. You can use a casserole dish if that's your preference. If that's what you have, use what you got. You don't have to use the same thing I'm doing to do this. Oops. All right, I'm gonna put in a handful of the Colby Jack cheese. Hey, BP. I don't know if I already said hello to you or just seeing you. Cheesy. Look at that cheese pool. Get that going. Our chicken's already cooked. Our sauce is cooked. Tortillas are fine. So we're really just putting this in the oven to kind of heat it through. So I'm pouring the sauce over our floured tortillas. We have some sauce left over. Get those coated, covered. Dry off. I'm going to take the rest of our mozzarella cheese. Go over the top of them. Let me set this over to the side. Good coat of that. With the Colby. We love them cheesy. More cheese. A little bit of that. We're going to do a little chive just for the pretty. Make it all nice and pretty. Or if you had some cilantro, that would be delish. All right, oven is preheated to 350. They're in the oven going. Like I said, it's already cooked. We're just kind of getting it all incorporated and hot and heated and melty. And done. So that's an easy meal. Doesn't require a whole lot. Some chicken, some seasoned flour tortillas or corn tortillas, and cheese and milk. So that's it. You don't like curry, it smells. Curry does have a different smell to it. A little bit different. Let me wipe up my mess. Make a mess when I cook. Let's go cheese sauce all over. Okay. All right. Ready for dessert. Mr. Red's coming in and he's been outside in the rain all day, so he's freezing and he's wet. Okay. All right. Let's back you back up. fix the stuff I moved over. Pull out the stuff to make the blueberry monkey bread, which is interesting. All right, so we got a bunt pan, not butt pan. Get that grease. Just lard again. I get a good little handful in a paper towel. Go in and grease. This monkey bread is covered in sugar, so it will stick if you don't grease it well enough. Get it nice and covered. I do not have a recipe for this. I'm winging it. We're going to see how it comes out. Okay. That. I've got vanilla sugar. Okay, usually for monkey bread, you do a cinnamon sugar mixture. I'm doing blueberry, so I didn't want to do cinnamon with blueberry. I mean, it may go well, but this is vanilla sugar. And what I did was take the vanilla beans from my vanilla extract, and I put them in with just plain sugar and let them sit with the sugar for a while. And then I took the vanilla beans out once they were dry, and I ground them up and put in a coffee grinder, and I added them in with my sugar, and it's been sitting for well over a year. So this is very fragrant. It smells very good. So I thought I'd give that a try with our dough. I've got fresh blueberries and we're gonna make a cottage cheese. I wasn't too sure about the cream cheese. I thought maybe I could block it up, but then I think it would be too big and would take away. So I have blueberries. I've already washed them, and I've had them sitting out drying, waiting for us. So we're gonna take canned biscuits. You can make your own biscuits. But I'm using canned, and this is the buttermilk the little mini biscuits. Comes in a 10-pack. I'm just gonna dice them in quarters. We'll pull them apart. Cut them in quarters. Again, I take shortcuts because I don't have a whole lot of time to bake from scratch, but that's 1 can of 10. We'll probably use all 4 cans, which would be 40 biscuits. Whoop. Quarter. not a big deal if you don't get them all separated because it's going to bake together anyway, but you want to be able to get as much cinnamon or as much sugar mixture and blueberry and all that goodness. So, like I said, instead of using cream cheese, I'm going to use cottage cheese because it's smaller bits, and I think it'll work just fine. So we'll probably add a little vanilla, maybe a little sugar to sweeten it. But I mean, just like, you bake with things, it gives it a different texture. So I think it'll be all right. If not, we like cottage cheese, so it's not a big deal. Who all likes cottage cheese? I know that's either you do or you don't, that's for sure. I'm not a big just plain, not plain cottage cheese, but I don't mind a scoop of it on my salad or with some fruit. My daughter watches a girl on, I think it's TikTok, I'm pretty sure, that eats everything with cottage cheese and mustard. And that to me just sounds gross. I haven't tried it though. And I usually don't say things are nasty until I've tried it. So I guess I need to give it a go and see if it's gross or not. All right. This is the 4th can. I think this will be plenty. Get these all put up, and then we'll be dunking them in the vanilla sugar. Okay. All right. Now we're just gonna roll them in the sugar. You can use a bag for this if you want. And get a good layer in the bottom of our butt pan. Coat. Okay. Let me rinse my hands. Cottage cheese is good for diets. I've heard that. Well, it's protein. Cottage cheese is a lot of protein. Okay. Oh, seal back. Okay. Washed blueberries. I'm gonna go in. Put some in on this layer. Wet. All right, let's get our cottage cheese. Oh, I forgot a biscuit. Cottage cheese. I'm gonna put a little bit of that vanilla sugar. Carry over that same flavor. Mix, not too much. I don't want big old globs of it. Just enough to give it that cream cheese, that blueberry and cheese taste. Let's put a little a little vanilla extract. Extra pizzazz there. Okay, so that's maybe like a cup and a half, maybe. And I'm just gonna put little dollops throughout. Philadelphia cream cheese is the best. I'm sorry, I seen that and didn't reply. All right, so we're gonna go in with some more of our biscuit. Coating in our vanilla sugar. With all the vanilla in this, it should be very flavorful. So who all has lives going on today, tonight, tomorrow? Anybody? I know Kelly's craft challenge is tonight at 7. Be sure y'all tune in to that. I know several of you turned in craft challenge pictures of your own craft. I'm excited to see what everybody's come up with. Always fun. Neil, what you got going on? I know you're more of a daytime person. Robin, you got anything going on tonight? Okay. Side, wash my hands again. Homemade vanilla sugar. I am making I'm making a blueberry monkey bread. And the vanilla sugar, I took the vanilla beans from an empty jar that I made vanilla extract in. So the beans are still good and fragrant. So I let them dry out in just plain white granulated sugar. Once the bean dries out, I took it out of the sugar and I ground it up in a coffee maker, coffee grinder, and put it um, back in the sugar. So it's got all these pretty specks of vanilla bean. Can you see it? Go in with another layer of blueberry. Fresh blueberries, frozen blueberries. I bet frozen blueberries would work just as well. When I went for the blueberries today, they had mixed berries, but not any blueberries by themselves. I wanted to try blueberries by itself first. Okay. So there's that. I've got my cottage cheese that has a little bit of the vanilla sugar, a little vanilla extract. And just kind of sporadically throwing that in there for that. I'm looking for that blueberry cheese, creamy cheese flavoring, like the bear claws. That's what I'm hoping. But I wasn't too sure about the chunks of cream cheese, if it would be too much or if it would not allow the biscuits to cook together. And I don't know that I could get the cream cheese in small enough bits. So I used cottage cheese. So let's see how that goes. All right, I'm going to check my enchiladas. Yeah, this is the vanilla sugar. It's a little damp because I've had it out and it's been raining. But yeah, that's it. good. Let's check the enchilada. Looking good. Oh, I forgot a piece of biscuit. I slung it. So this is the blueberry cottage cheese monkey bread. Let's see, BP. I don't know the other times, but I do know this. Let's see. Cottage cheese looks like brains. Okay. I was going in the wrong direction. Sits down and smokes some. Hey, Christy B. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And here's the blueberry. I can't figure out which way to go. Blueberry monkey bread. Enchiladas out. It's bubbling. All right. Monkey bread's going in. And monkey bread usually takes about 30-45 minutes to cook because it's very thick. So try to clean up my mess real quick. I'll bring these enchiladas over. Look at that. Woo! Look good. And the other one, other direction. Oh yeah. So I'll top those off with a little pico de gallo, a little shredded lettuce, and some sour cream. You got yourself a meal there. Good hearty meal. I'm the bomb. Looks delicious. Yeah, I'm excited. The enchiladas I've made before. It's been a while. But I thought a great way to show everybody that shredding chicken hack was really cool, and I've used it ever since I've done it. So I wanted to share with you all. So it gave me an excuse to make it. Plus, I needed to cook the chicken. It's been in my refrigerator for a few days. Needs to cook. So got that. Let me clean up my trash because I just throw it in the sink until I'm done. Let me get all this picked up, and then we'll chat a while. I will actually be able to sit down and talk with you. See everybody's comments. Oh my gosh, we've got to do the starter. How did I forget? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do the starter. This starter was sent to me by Midnight Scroller, also known as Shay, or Shay, also known as Midnight Scroller. She was so gracious to send me her recipe for her sourdough starter because I was very afraid. So let me pull up the directions. Uh-oh. Did I go off for a second? What's the pig for? That's my butter container. She holds my butter. See? Except for when it's in the wrapper. I have to push it down. Okay. Let me grab my laptop because I need to know the directions. Okay, the monkey bread, it gets cooked for about 45 minutes. Let me see. I usually have everything wrote down, but y'all, my life is so hectic. Okay. Medium. Let's see. All right. On day one, in a quart-sized container, combine 2 ounces or 56 grams of any type flour. Fastest results, according to finished experiment, are with organic unbleached flour, but conventional wisdom suggested organic whole grain flours reach maturity fastest. Okay, so I only have this tiny scale, so we're gonna see how it works, and I need somewhere to put my laptop. Hopefully, let's see. Okay, hopefully you can still see. Whoop. All right, so 56 grams of flour, and I got organic unbleached all-purpose flour. I did check with Shay to make sure it was correct. So all right, we're going to use my recycled whipped topping bowl here. Okay. All right, so 56 grams. We may have to go in a little by little because I don't know how high the scale goes up. I found this flour at Walmart. It's Arrowhead Meals. Never used it before, but it was the only thing that they had in stock that was unbleached. So we're gonna go in. 21. 41.9. 45. Ooh, 54. We're almost there. Too much. 56. All right, 56 grams of flour is going to go into our jar. Okay. All right, so we need 2 ounces of unsweetened pineapple, orange juice, or apple juice. So I have apple juice. I got 100% apple juice, not from concentrate. I hope this works. So it's 56 grams of this also. So we're just going to pour a little bit. Clear this off. Whoop. $25. 48. 56. Woo-hoo. Okay. Pour that in our jar. Clear it out. Okay, and the same with filtered water. So I just got bottled water. A little juice left in that. So I know we're good with one. That's 21 ounces. Or grams, I'm sorry. I hope I'm doing this right. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not. Yes, I am. 56 grams, 2 ounces. Okay. All right, we're at 35. I'm nervous, y'all. I don't want to mess this up. 53. 56. There we go. All right. Filter water going in. Okay. A spoon. Okay, so we did the no, we needed 113 ounces of filtered water. Need more water. That's 56. Another 52. Okay. All right, so it's 4 ounces of filtered water, 2 ounces of the apple juice. All right, now we're going to stir with a cleaning spoon. Cover lightly with the lid and set in a 72-degree Fahrenheit to 78-degree Fahrenheit place. Warmer is better than colder. Stir vigorously with a clean spoon several times per day. Get that stirred together. Got my lid. We're just going to cover lightly, and I'm going to put this up in my pantry where it won't be bothered. And it will be warm. All right. So the warmer is better than colder. So it was warm, well, about room temperature water. And them stink bugs are everywhere. I would think that the cold would have killed it. Day 2, we're going to stir every few hours with a clean spoon. So tomorrow we will be doing that. We don't want to feed it. And day 3 will be Saturday. We're going to add an ounce of the same flour used and continue stirring every few hours. So this flour is going to be my best friend for the next few days. So there's that. All right, now we're ready to check until the blueberry is done. So I'm going to turn this off. We'll tail wrap. Grab my extra water, and we'll go and chat. Another brief intermission. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and let me turn my camera around. I forgot to do that. Boop, boop. Hello! Now you can see me. And I'm hot. It's hot in here because it's 70 degrees outside and raining, and we don't have our air conditioner on because we had our heat on from last week when we were below freezing for 8 days. So I'm burning up. I got to cool down. I got some water. I'm drinking water. Neil, I seen you asked about the filtered water, what the difference is. And what I have understood is the bacterias that are in, tap water or whatever, I think would be harmful. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I've only ever bought sourdough bread already baked and made into bread. So I don't know. I have been so scared to make my own sourdough starter for so long. But like I said, Shay was so grateful to share her recipe with me. And if you have not checked out Midnight Scroller, she's awesome. She's going to be doing more baking, I do believe, cooking, baking. I know she's been sharing a lot of her recipes. Okay, chlorine in it would mess with the sourdough. Okay, I knew it was something. I couldn't remember if it was like bacterias or whatever. But there's so many ways to make sourdough. That was the one that she's had success with, and I have been following her as she has um, been baking with her sourdough. And she actually told me today on how to dry some out, and you can store it in your pantry for a while, and then you just add water back and reactivate it. So I'm going to give that a try also. So y'all are along for the ride with the sourdough with Miss Red. You never drink tap water? I do sometimes, but ours is not horrible like some places. So it actually isn't too bad here. But most of the time I drink bottled water. Yep, dehydrate it. Robin, Neil wants to see your food. What did you get? I think I seen you say Chinese food. Chinese food. Yeah. Tank, have you dehydrated um sourdough starter before? Woo! Here's our little Valentine's Day. Oh, there we go. Valentine's. I'm gonna try to pull these hearts off and see if it worked. Eh. Somewhat, but it kind of made it gloppy around the edges. I may have to try this a different way. Ooh. Can you see the heart? Yeah, it made it gloppy. Oh well. They're still cute. I'm gonna still put them on my tray over here. And here's our pink one. Let's see what these come off and look like. Uh-oh, that one's peeling off the Mod Podge. Ooh, that one didn't work so well. We may have to just paint these. It didn't do so hot. That's okay. That was an experiment too. So maybe if I've still got some right here. I'm just gonna go and put another coat. I don't know. This might have to be a complete redo. These crafts don't always work out. You just have to try it sometime. Or maybe I didn't let it dry long enough. I don't know. Who knows? I get very impatient. Oop. My bow just fell off, but I guess that's okay because I'm repainting anyway. We may go on and put a Valentine's napkin or something over this later. We'll see. We'll see. Give it another coat. I don't know if it'll make a difference or if this is a total mess up or not. But the good thing is until you seal it, it washes right off. So no harm, no foul. Hey, Mama One. How are you? We'll see what comes of that. I need to wash that. And the felt hearts didn't work, probably because it was a fabric and it absorbed. You have a fan in your kitchen? Yeah, I have one in mine too, but it's just the humidity is what makes it so hot. It's ridiculous. Doing good. Need a hot blower. Yeah, I know. I've been looking at them at Hobby Lobby. I just didn't know if it would be as good as like, what you get at Lowe's or something. You dehydrate spices and everything really? Yes, I do a lot of peppers and herbs in my dehydrator and grind them up. There's Kelly. Be sure to tune in to Kelly tonight at 7 Central Time for the craft challenge. We were working on it together yesterday, putting all pictures together and stuff and being all cutesy. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Kelly, working on things yesterday to get it going. She's excited to see what she comes up with. So make sure you tune in. It's at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we've got 2 hours. I got paper towel stuck on my lip. If your children will not eat will not eat spinach, dehydrate it and grind it up and put it in soups and such. That's a great idea. I use spinach in smoothies. That's how I sneak in a lot of greens with my clients that won't eat green vegetables because they need it. They need it. But that's good. I never thought about dehydrating the spinach and grinding it up. That would be a really great way to incorporate vegetables into soups and stews and pastas. And I mean, even I guess you could even put it on your meat and stuff. I don't know. Have you ever tried that? Like kind of like a seasoning. If it's ground up in powder, you could mix it in with butter and coat your meat as you're cooking. It'd be worth a try. You like fresh spinach but not cooked, so you like spinach like in salads or on a sandwich. I usually buy spinach instead of iceberg lettuce, because iceberg lettuce has no nutritional value at all. So if you could use spinach or kale in place of lettuce, you should. But I'm not a big kale person. I don't like to eat it raw. I put it in smoothies too, and it don't bother me, but I don't care for it raw. You forgot to smell the rice before I dumped red sauce on. Usually salad, but not a kale fan either. I can put a little bit in my salad and kind of mask it, but it's so green tasting to me. I don't really care for that extreme green flavor. Um, but I do put it in smoothies and it helps. If you put a banana in with a smoothie, a banana will cover up the flavor of anything green. That's the only way I can get it snuck in with my clients. Kale tastes like kale tastes like dandelion leaves. I don't want to know how you know that. How do you know that? Oh no, don't like no kale. Quit. No kale. All right, let's see how long. How long has it been since I put that monkey bread in the oven? I'm going back and looking on my laptop. I'm cheating because I forget to set the timer. I think it's been about 25 minutes. So I'm going to give it another. I mean, how they look like they would. You told on yourself, didn't you? You've been out there eating the dandelions, which is the dandelion root is very beneficial. I have an herb book from the Amish, and I love that book. I don't see a lot of people eating Brussels sprouts in America. I love Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I like to put them in the air fryer, and then I make a hot honey and drizzle the Brussels sprouts with hot honey. Oh man, that is delicious. It is so good. Hey Elaine, did I say hey to you earlier? I don't know if I seen you or not. You love baby cabbage? Yeah, that's the way my kids will eat it. It's baby cabbage and they'll eat it. You love Brussels sprouts too, Kelly? Around 29 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna give it give it about another 10 minutes. So we'll go back and check it at 5:20. How about that? 5:20 my time. Make sure y'all are hitting that thumbs up button. I appreciate it so much. That helps a ton. A ton, a ton, a ton. And staying and hanging out and chat. Oh, good. I did say I get lost. See, Neil, the last live I did, Neil, you said I didn't say hello to you, and I did. I think you were the very first person I said hello to. and you said you were always forgotten. You made me feel bad about it. And I went back and watched, and I did. I said hello to you. So, and Dot, hi Dot. I know I said hello to you. I think I did say hello to you. I remember seeing you in the beginning. Miss Red, the cheese sauce you can make, you can put bacon on it. Of course. Bacon's good on everything. Oh, bacon and Brussels sprouts. You put some crumbled up bacon on the Brussels sprouts while you're cooking them. Ooh. I cut Brussels in half and cook them on brown sugar and butter. Oh my God. Robin, I didn't forget you. Look, I hit a button when I threw the paper towel. I didn't forget you. Oh my God, yeah, right. Brown sugar and butter Brussels sprouts. I bet that's amazing. Some of the things you think um, with the sweet and savory wouldn't be good, but so those are. I did too. Neil, don't. I'm gonna beat you up. Yeah, the sweet and savory stuff. Some of the things you think, but it's always amazing. I always love the things that come out like that. But I'm a flavor person. I love tons of flavor in everything. You cut Brussels sprouts in half and saute in olive oil and garlic. Yum. Yeah, I've done that too. Not saute, but I cooked them in the oven with drizzled with olive oil and garlic. That's good. I seen these crispy potatoes. You know the little new potatoes, and they cut them in half and scored them, um, and put down Parmesan cheese, garlic, and all kind of seasonings and stuff, and then put the potato down flat side and cooked them. And then when they pulled them up, they had this crispiness to them. They look so good, so I'm gonna have to try those too. Hola, Maritza. That's how I make them also. Roasted sesame oil kick. I've never had roasted sesame oil, but I bet that's good. I bet that's good. We got a few more minutes. I'm excited about this monkey bread. I hope that it comes out really good because I love blueberry cream cheese bear claws, and that's what I'm kind of going for with this. I made a hot cocoa monkey bread, I guess a month or so ago, a couple weeks ago, and it was really, really, really good. And I just used the hot cocoa powder packet and some sugar and dusted all of the biscuit pieces in the powder and baked it. And then I made used the rest of the hot chocolate powder, mixed it with a little powdered sugar and a little tiny little bit of milk, and made the glaze. That was good. It didn't last a day. Hold on just one moment. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. That was my mom calling. She's just updating me. She's having a party or with her companion for his party, I guess you could say. But she's been really nervous about it and preparing and cooking for or helping prepare and host for like 50 or so of his fraternity, I believe it is, or class, college class, whatever kind of thing that they're doing. So she's excited. So she was just calling updates. Kind of scared me a little bit, but she's okay. She's just checking in. Yes, hot cocoa monkey bread. That it was amazing. It did not last. It didn't last till the end of the night. I made it for breakfast with some scrambled eggs and bacon, and I mean they tore that up. My son was in heaven. And my daughter too. My daughter's a chocoholic. Anything chocolate she loves. Loves, 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 loves. All right. Okay. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go see how the monkey bread looks, and if it looks done, I'm gonna come back and get you, and we'll go in there and check it. So we're gonna play a little tune. And I'll be back. Okay, so I checked it. It's looking great. We're gonna give it another about 10 minutes. Do a little dance, make a little monkey bread, and get down. Robin, you're such a hoot. Have you had monkey butter? It's banana, pineapple, coconut, sugar, and lemon cooked down. No. What do you put it on? Biscuits or like toast? What would you use it on? That sounds delicious. I've got pumpkin butter, apple butter, of course. I make my own apple butter. I do that in the fall. Um, when we go to the apple orchard, I get a whole bag of apples and make homemade apple butter. We'll have to do that together next time. Because I am running low. I didn't make them. I didn't make it this year. I didn't have time. Um, and I cook mine in a crock pot. I dice up a whole peck of apples and put in all the seasoning and sugar. I actually use apple pie seasoning. I found an apple pie seasoning that's already mixed together, and I just use that and brown sugar and white sugar, and I let it cook in the crock pot overnight. and when I wake up, it's brown and bubbling. And then I just take my immersion blender, stick it in the crock pot, and blend that stuff up. And then I put it in my jars and store it. So that it's simple, easy, it's and delicious, and it doesn't have all those preservatives it like store bought. So we'll try that. I froze peach pie filling and apple pie filling. Peach pie filling, yum. I don't like apple pie though. Just my thought. That's how you do monkey butter. I bought the pumpkin butter and I have not used it yet, but I just bought it already made to try it. It's I think actually I got it at the orchard, the apple orchard. I think is where I got it from. So, anyways, that'll be tasty. I love peach pie, and the kids love apple pie. I do love peach pie and peach cobbler. Oh, it's my favorite. There's not a whole lot of sweets that I don't like. I'm not all about the fruits: blueberry, strawberry, peach. I love watermelon, but you don't really bake with watermelon. You just eat it. Yeah, the apple butter is amazing. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all my jars that I made last season. I think I have 2 left, and I made I think it was about 16. I don't know the size. Just the normal jelly jar. Watermelon chopped up and dehydrated. What? No way. I bet that's good. I love watermelon anything. Your grandmother made watermelon jam from the rinds. I have heard that. I have heard that. I never made it though. And I've seen the apple peel. What did they call that? Apple core jelly or something like that. I'm gonna have to do some digging because I don't like to waste, and if I can use things, I certainly will. My great grandmother made what she called cobbler when I was a kid. Come to find out, it was just a deep dish pie with crisscross pie crust. Yep, basically that's what it is. But my term of cobbler is more of like a mix between like a biscuit and pancake. Kind of the texture is a little between it. It's not as dense as a biscuit and not quite as fluffy as a pancake. But you take organic apple scraps and make homemade apple cider vinegar. I've done that with orange peels. I still do that. I have a big jar that I keep. We throw all of our orange peels in, and I just keep rotating it out, pour it in spray bottles, and that's what I use for cleaning. You like a fluffy dumpling? Me too. Fluffy dumplings are good. So all these sweets, so good, but so bad for us. Oh gosh, I'm so hot. I wish it would cool down. Oh, they were delish, Dot, but I imagine my dismay at the first time I ordered cobbler at a restaurant. That was very different than what you were used to, huh? Because I've seen a cobbler that they put pie crust on top of, but they cut it in strips and kind of just like threw them without and kind of like baked it up. Another one I've seen lately. What was it? Oh, I've lost my train of thought. can't. Oh, the Dolly Parton cake. A cup of this, a cup of that cake. I think that would be cool to make. Can I ask for prayers? I'm having my Charlie, 12 years old dog, put to sleep tomorrow, and I'm having a hard time. I'm here alone and feelings and just need. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angela. Hugs and prayers to you, dear. I know that's hard. My mom went through that with her baby. She was 13, and um, although she didn't have her put down, she was on the verge of doing it. And when she came in from work and kind of told her, she said, her name was Bella. She said, Bella, just go ahead and go. And it wasn't like an hour later, and she passed. But she's buried in my backyard under the hydrangea bush. And the cool thing is for the first year, there was a flower that hung over where she was buried, and that flower stayed in full bloom color, beautiful. And the rest of the bush had died off for the winter, but that one stayed for the longest. So it was kind of a good way to keep remembering her. So my thoughts and prayers are with you, because that's definitely hard to deal with. She's just now starting to hint around that she's ready for another fur baby. You have to put your dog down soon too, Robin. Oh no, y'all. You're gonna make me cry. All the babies. Yes, but yeah, my mom's been hinting around to wanting wanting a new fur baby, so I've been on the hunt for her, and so that'll be happening soon. And you know, I know that's the last thing you're thinking about, but time heals, and your pup will send another pup to take care of you in the meantime. Yeah, it's okay. It's her time. Bless your heart. That's awful. Ugh, I have two that are 10, and one that's 5, and one that's 2. So mine are kind of spread out, but my two older ones, you can tell they're slowing down. They're slowing down, especially when it gets we've had these colder temperatures. They definitely were not as frisky as usual. But my 2-year-old makes up for it. She's a handful. She's my baby though. That's my service dog, Dora. And she sticks right by my side all the time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Let's go check the. Whoops. Let's go check the monkey bread. All right. We're back. I'm not as frisky in cold temperatures either. Me either. Hey, living my best life at 60. How are you? Pull this baby out. Ooh, smells good. Look at that. Yum. Put the cake plate. Grab my other. You got to pull this out while it's hot with this fruit in it because it'll stick. It'll get sticky and it won't come out as easy. This is definitely, oh, hot, hot, hot. Definitely something you want to try to get off while it's still hot. If I can. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, wow, this camera seems so far away. Let me try, let me change the camera. Look at that. That is so pretty. Oop, I can't figure out which way to go. And it all came out delicious. It smells really good. So while that cools a moment, I'm going to make a glaze. I've got some blueberry pie filling, and I'm going to get some powdered sugar. Let's grab my powdered sugar. Make a glaze real fast. I'll get a little bit of this blueberry pie filling and give us that. I didn't have any blueberry extract, and I didn't see any in the store either. So I thought, no, we would try this. And I'm just getting the gel of it. I'll mix that with some powdered sugar. Anything that gives us a beautiful blue, purple, blue, reddish color on here. Get those clumps of powdered sugar out. I think that's good. We're just gonna move you back over. Just gonna drizzle that right on top. It's got plenty of sugar in it. It's not that it needs anything sweet, but just some color. And it adds that good crunch to it when it's completely cooled down. You know, like a glazed donut. Gives it that good crispy flavor. All right, and it's dripping off the side of my plate here. Wipe that up off my stove. Are y'all ready for Mr. Red's taste test? I'm sure he is. He's starving. Oh, I'm starving. I'm gonna pop my enchiladas back in the oven. That way they get hot again for our dinner. Pop those back in there and get them hot. And I'll call Mr. Red in here. Hey, T-Bird. Mr. Red's here. He's gonna give us a taste test. So let me grab a fork and pull him off a slab of this. Ooh. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. All right. He said, "Oh my God, it's hot." There it goes. Don't back away. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it hot? Hot? Yeah. I think that's what you're all on about. Has it got good blueberry taste? Yeah. He's a blueberry fanatic. So I was definitely thinking of him when I was putting this together. T-Bird said, "Hi, Mr. Red." Good? Starving. He's just starving. Well, there you have it. Blueberry monkey bread. We made a starter for sourdough. We made enchiladas. We made a craft. Woo! Robin said hello. Don Ernie said hello, Mr. Red. Hello. Hello. So we had a busy afternoon. And I hope you all learned something, enjoyed something. Y'all have taught me a lot. And I can't wait to do some of these things. Oh, he's going in for more. We will definitely we'll definitely be taking some of these ideas and going forth. If anybody wants to do some collabs, shoot me a message. I would love to work with more people. I know there's a couple people I'm working with behind the scenes on some things coming up. Just kind of waiting for things to settle down around here and kind of get somewhat on a schedule so that I can be on a schedule with you guys, because everybody kind of has their rotation in life. So I don't want to take over any time of anyone else's. But again, thank you all. I will see you all at Kelly's at 7. We just have about an hour and 15 minutes until the craft challenge. And we'll be over there and we're going to have a great time. So hope to see you all there. And thank you again. Make sure you're hitting those thumbs up on the way on the way out. Thank you, Mr. Red. Thank you. Love you. Be good.